What's going on, guys? Today we're going to look at another awesome SD from the Build Fighters Tri line, and it is of course the awesome Star Winning Gundam from Hoshino Hoshino Fumina. It was backwards and it threw me off. Okay, English translation, guys. If you watched Build Fighters Tri, you know how awesome this little girl is, and it's kind of funny that they really kind of give away all the secrets of it. But I guess at this point, you guys know it is an awesome little transforming Gundam, and probably one of the first that actually transforms from a normal SD to what do they call it? A real type, something like that. Basically, like it transforms almost to an HG, which is pretty cool. And I guess since we did the Kurenai Musha last time, I wanted to go ahead and may as well do the main character's SD that went up against it. Figured it'd be kind of fun. So here on the front, we have a picture of the Star Winning Gundam and the Star Winning Gundam and the Star Winning Gundam. It's on the cover 3 times, guys. But of course, it's in all of its modes. And down here, of course, Bandai logo, Build Fighters Tri logo, SD Build Fighters Tri logo, all of the stuff that happens on the front. And of course, Bandai 2015, made in Japan, because where else would it be made? Coming to the bottom of the box, we've got the action and transform. You've got SD Gundam holding its gun. It's weird. And it transforms into its flight mode, which of course has multiple smaller modes, which is kind of cool. And then of course, real mode. Yeah, I guess, like I said, real type mode. This thing was really, really cool when they debuted it in the series, and it was just pretty epic how they did it. And of course, you get all of the weapons listed out here, how they all combine and do other things. And of course, this is a bit of an advertisement flump because, yeah, flump, I said it. That's not blue, that comes in gray. And it sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And of course, over here, advertising the 3-on-3 motif of Build Fighters Tri, which I guess is why it was called Tri, because there's 3 of them. So you've got the Build Burning, Lightning Gundam, which we've already seen, and then of course the Star Winning, so yay. And then probably soon we will go ahead and look at the Tri Burning, because I don't have the Build Burning. Alright, come to the bottom of the box, you get more repeats of the top as usual. BandaiHobby.net, Gundam.info. Yay. Come around to the bottom of the box. We got front and rear shot. You get a read up on the whole thing there. Specs, I guess. I don't know exactly. It's just a thing. And then the story from Build Fighters Tri, because yay, Gundam-BF.net. Alright, and you get your warnings that 3-year-old probably shouldn't stick Star Winning Gundam in their face, and probably you will choke on a plastic bag, don't, whatever. And then, of course, warnings, plastics, yay, 1,200 yen, nice cheap little kit. Then you got illustrated by Koma, background image by Yamamoto Hiroyuki. That's awesome. But it transformed into an upside-down box. Ugh. Whatever. New month, same stupid things. Moving on. Alright, guys. So here we have the Star Winning Gundam out of the box, or rather, out of the display. And, well, looking really, really awesome in yellow, because color-coded. We got the red, green, and yellow color-coded Gundams in this. And, it's pretty good. There's one, I don't want to say flaw, but there's one definite downside to this kit, and it is the sheer amount of stickers. As you go around, you can really just see them. Like, they're just every friggin' where, guys. All of these green shiny bits, every single one of them is a sticker, and you have to fold it over and over and over. I think it would be amazing if they did a premium version of this kit that actually comes with the jewels for that. I think it would be great. Same goes for up here on the shoulders, here on the chest. I do believe these probably had stickers at some point, I don't recall. These yellow parts down here, this yellow part on this arm, and of course the eye sticker. This orange piece right here, the main camera sticker up there, and then a couple more that we can't see in this mode. It's kind of ridiculous. But this is basically Bandai utilizing everything. So they've got you know, every single piece, all kinds of different plastics. You've even got the nice, cool, translucent green effects there that it would have for the Plavsky everything, because, you know, Plavsky particles make everything happen in the Build Fighters universe. So this is a really, really fun SD. I'd already built several normal SDs, so when I got this one, it's really, really cool, but incredibly complicated and kind of a pain in the butt. Mostly with the transformation. I mean, it's really cool, don't get me wrong, but it is a pain in the butt. And it had been so long since I'd done any of it. Yeah, it took me a few minutes to get this thing transformed properly, just to get it into normal mode like this. I'm going to go ahead and take her weapon away. But let's go ahead and look at it while we're at it. It's a weird machine gun, as you can see right here. So you get the machine gun, you get the little sticker right there for the camera, I guess. And it is also a blade of a sword. Yay. Because it does recombine to make it a sword. This is the part I said should have been like a darkish blue, like a navy color, and they give it to you in this, well, gray, which is nowhere close. And you guys can see I did, you know, kind of a silver wash over the blade, just to kind of, I don't know, give it a metallic-y sword look. And yeah, it's messy. This I did this one before my skills were really decent, and you see I added a little bit of green metallic paint there on the side just for fun. Let's go ahead and put this in sword mode just to get it out of the way. Oops, had that upside down. And you just slide that blade right up in there, and voila, you are in sword mode that has, you know, spikies coming out of everything. It's one major downfall to this weapon. It has handles everywhere. You got a handle here, handle here, handle here, and a handle here. It can be handled in all four directions. That's crazy. It's like, okay, if you're going into gun mode, okay, you need this handle. If you're going into sword mode, you need this handle. There's no need for this handle. There's no need for this handle. They're just pointless. I haven't cut them off just because I was lazy. I wanted to otherwise. But that's it for this weapon. We'll talk one other accessory. It's this visor slash eye cover. It'll come in handy here in a little bit, but I wanted to show it off because I did a little bit of work to it just for fun. I scraped it up, gave it this metallic wash. I think I even threw some gold on there just because. And you can see just moving it around, it just looks like a beat up piece of metal. And that was just really cool, because otherwise it's just this dull gray. So she did this in the series, I think, just as a callback to Lady Kawaguchi, who always had the Kawaguchi glasses on. So I think that's what this was meant for. And it does just go over the eyes like that. I'll show it off in a little bit. And being an SD, you do get several sets of eyes. I did just go with the straight, you know, straight looking forward eyes. So yay. Being an SD, of course, you do get the standard little articulation. You get the shoulder joint that just does shoulder joint. You get the little ball joint over here with a little bit of movement in the arm there. You get an elbow that barely does anything in reality. So you get a little bit of elbow, and you get ball jointed wrist. Legs, well, ball joint, no real knee. You just get a little bit of an ankle. Go ahead and pull that off. And I'll show this off too. On the bottom of the feet, also did that same kind of silvery wash just for fun. Same thing on the hands. I really didn't want things to be gray on this. You know, it's been a while since I took a really close-up look at it, and yeah. So you do get some articulation in the head, but because it is such a giant bulbous head, it gets a little bit limited. It hits on everything, and with the way this thing transforms and goes together, it doesn't stay on very easy. Watch. Plop. Now, of course, that's very different from a normal SD, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that back on there. Now, there is a tiny bit of articulation back here on this ridiculous backpack. You get a little bit of pivot there. You get a little bit of pivot there. You can... No, actually, in this position, you can't. You could move that, but otherwise you can't. It does have two other little weapons. I'll show those off in a little bit, but for right now, I'll leave them in place. And let's go ahead and take her into flight mode, or the 3 different flight modes, realistically. So go ahead and pull off the head, which is the main transforming gimmick. And you pull off the main crest, like so. You flip down the canopy kind of cockpit part, and then you fold down the wings from the side of the head, like so. take this part and you plop it back on here. Now you will see that I did a terrible job panel lining this. I do believe my panel line marker was kind of really jacked up at the time. And, well, there's some really ugly, heavy panel lines on it. Now this is, of course, where this piece comes into play. Go ahead and jam that in there, like so. And now you've got nothing going on down here. I just wanted to point that out. Actually, that's not true, because that is for flying around carrying your sword with your little bitty, like, cartoonish core flyer. This is so much fun. And I love the fact that the neck joint actually acts as a thruster here. I love that. I didn't catch it when I very first built it. It took me a while, and I was like, oh, that's what that's for. You know, it's like, I was wondering, why do you leave that when you transform it? Other than, there's really no parts wasted. Everything goes to a new place. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Like, let me put that off. I wonder if I can get this thing to balance on here. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't expect that. Push that off to the back. Now, like I said, this thing has a multi-stage... Whoops. That should not have happened. This thing has a multi-stage transformation. Some of it's really dumb, not gonna lie. So go ahead and push this together. Now, there are some cutouts in the legs, like you can see right in there, so you can get these to tuck in a little bit nicer. I do believe the arms just stay to the side. Get back on there. Same thing, just sort of flop that down like that. Tuck the arms in. And with that same plug for the head, I do believe it goes in like this. Maybe I've got it upside down. No, that seems right. That seems legit. How about we just turn it upside down anyways? I think it only goes on the one way. And, yep, just like that. Okay. So now we've got it in its other flyer mode. I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure you leave the hands on there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you just leave the hands on there. It's fine. So you really don't want to waste any parts. Don't want to take anything off. Just kind of leave it. It is a major kind of parts former. And realistically, that's all it can be. It is a little Gundam toy. But it's not bad. I mean, you have a Gundam kind of just doing this number. It's not bad. And of course, once again, you can put the gun on here. And it's doing that. Yay. Now, I have a suspicion that's not going to stay on as easy, so I'm just going to park it like so. Now, of course, you can take the backpack and add it to the mess. Oh, let me flip that down. So I believe you just kind of rotate this, rotate that, and you take the plugs that are, you take the plugs that are right there, and you just plug them in to the tips of the toes. If I can get them in there on camera, because odds are I can't. Oh, got one. Okay. Get off of there. Maybe make my life easier. And there. And I do believe that is about as done as it gets. I had to kind of make sure everything is plugged in. Now this is a substantial little machine. It's kind of cool. And the fact that these are all energy parts that just kind of pop up on it whenever it goes into battle mode or actually just activates is pretty neat. Yeah, there's so much going on here. I mean, just wings, everything. Pretty much everything gets a purpose. Like how the crest gets turned more into wings. The head is just a core flyer. This is just a mess back here on the arms, but it is what it is. Nothing happens to the skirts. And the backpack, of course, becomes extra thrusters and more wings and just more cool looking. It's just, it's very busy, but it's fun at the same time. Odds are no one is going to display it like this. You're going to display it in either the normal SD mode or the real mode, which we're going to go into now because more parts forming, guys. Go ahead, pull the sword off again. Go ahead and just remove that from the main body. Remove the backpack from the feet. And basically, we're just going to rip this girl to pieces because that's essentially how this works. Pull the body apart. Pull the feet off. It's going to get ridiculous, guys. Pull the arms out of their sockets. And kind of just set the core to the back. There's gonna be a lot happening here, guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the stand and then work my way to it. How about that? Oop, I'm crushing her feet. Okay, so feet, backpack has to explode too. Sorry, backpack, you're exploding. And then we take these bits. You tuck them all the way up in there. Nice use of that. Then you do, blah. Little torso happening here. Little torso. And then you have some interesting gimmicks here. So you kind of slide this peg right here into that hole right there. And they all just sort of, boom, like so. That was hard, guys. It was really, really hard. Okay, now we'll start working on appendages. Go ahead and take all this, fold all this up. You got this part here. It just unfolds like that, and there's your ankle. And voila, there's a leg. It's a leg! Now, I don't think there's a specific one. I think they just are made to go whichever way in case, you know, you screw up. Pretty much everything except for the arms do not have a real direction. So you get just the same normal polycap ball joints in there like that. Actually, she might be too tall for this. Alright, come on. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, no, those are backwards. My bad. Hold on. Did I put the whole torso on it backwards? No. The legs are backwards, that's for sure. Okay, hold on. Sorry. This has to go around like that for this mode. There we go. That's better. Because, yeah, this is SD mode. This is real-time mode. That's correct. That's right. Okay. That was confusing there for a second. Something was... Nope, you know what? I've got the whole torso on backwards. That's what it is. Okay. See? This thing is so, like, wonky, you can go either direction with it. The torso can go either way. It wasn't exactly wrong, but it wasn't correct. It was just weird. Okay. Now that we've got that settled. Jeez. Okay, arms. Moving on. So you take these little guys off, and we'll show what those do in a little bit. These are going to be your new arm joints. Now you take the arm, you turn the hand 180, you take the old elbow, and you stick it right up inside there. Wait, that's not right. What happened here? Maybe I had the hand turned already. That was weird. I don't know what's going on, guys. Okay, so that just plugs right up. Oop, hold on, I turned that the wrong way. Now it plugs right up inside the arm socket. Yeah, you can tell I have not transformed this in a while. So I could have sworn that was turned the wrong way for this transformation. Maybe I had it wrong before. I don't know. I'm sure somebody in the oh, wait, you know what? I had it wrong. I had it wrong right a minute ago. Okay. So did it? Okay, no, I gotta fix that one. I had the idea correct in my head. I did it incorrectly. Like I said, it's been a while, guys. Plug that in there. Okay. Oh yeah, gotta take that off the forearm. Alright, I gotta fix this one. Pull that off, flip it round, jam it back in there. And then straighten out the elbow. So now you get it like a wrist. That's what we want. Okay. It's going to make way more sense when I'm done, I think. Okay. Got that straightened out. Jeez. Okay. Now, the head, in a cool fashion, actually becomes the backpack. I like this gimmick. Okay, so you pop that off. I think you just leave that straight. Okay. You pull off the whole face, and beneath that is another face. It's pretty cool. I love this. You have the tiny little HG head inside. And now, of course, you gotta rotate that back. It happens. Now, here's some more of those stickers I was talking about that you couldn't see before. We plug that right back in where the old head was. We take the really neat now V-fin and plug that right on there. Now we gotta put the backpack back together. Backpack face. Like so. And I can't see. Gotta come to the back. Turn that down. I guess, you leave that like that. And the little mount that used to be for the other bit now plugs in like so. And then I think that is that it, guys? Somebody tell me that's it. That seems really, really ridiculous. Okay, now we take her sword, put it in her hand. Now here is the other part we didn't really get to. These things are, of course, for the shuriken weapons. I'm going to show you what I do with them while she's in real mode. They don't really show any kind of storage for them in the instructions. I like to put them over here as fancy little side skirts. You could leave them plugged into the back of the arms, but it looks kind of dumb. So I just do this. I leave them plugged in just like this, and it's neat enough. Now this is the really cool mode, and this is the mode I tend to have her stored in, because really it's kind of what she just fights in for the most part. I'll go ahead and fold those wings back. They're kind of annoying me. Yeah, so you do get the great HG little face there. Pretty much looks, well, like it would. It's pretty cool. But I love how the shoulders and the chest don't change size, but the scale of the actual Gundam changes. It's so crazy that, they came up with this idea for the show. I think it's really interesting that essentially this is the premise for the new Kamen Rider as well. You get the SD and then you upgrade to the next level. The head goes on the back and you become a much bigger, more awesome fighter. So that's great. And then, of course, in this mode, you gain some much more like HG articulation. The shoulder doesn't change, but you do get a real elbow and technically some wrist articulation like that. So you technically get a double jointed elbow out of this guy, or girl, rather. You do get a little bit of rotation here. No ab crunch. The head, of course, doesn't change because it's the same head, technically speaking. You get an upper hip that just moves about like that. But now you do get a knee. You do get, well, almost a double thigh swivel. So you get a swivel here and a swivel here. That's a little disturbing. You do get ankle movement now. Yay. And foot rotation goes all the way around. So it does become more or less a basic HG. And I love this. This thing is just so cool. I just really, really dig it. I do want to maybe do a paint job on this, make it a little bit better. It's been, I don't know, well over a year since I built this, because it says 2015. It took me a while to get it. I wasn't into the Build Fighters line that early on. But I can definitely tell this was somewhere in the mid-range of my skills, just judging by the really rough panel lines and the not very clean paint jobs. For the most part. I mean, I know I was going for a brushed metal look on the hands and stuff, so that makes sense. The rest of it, And the fact that now I would totally remove those safety nubs. Now I'm going to go ahead, if I can pull this out of here, come on. I want to show off the fun little shuriken weapon just because it's a thing that she does. Okay, so there's one shuriken weapon. And now you got the other shuriken weapon. Now, I don't recall them being, at least in the series, being two smaller ones, because I think immediately when she uses it, it automatically combines and does this number, which is really cool, but something doesn't look right. Cool weapon. Can't use it, can't utilize it. She could hold it in one hand if you really, really wanted to try. And then, of course, they do just plug into the backs of the arms and backs of the legs. Or front of the legs, I should say. Somebody posted a picture the other day talking about Gundams with knee blades. They're talking about these and say like Arios, Kyrios, the Jin Archer. It's just, I never even thought about it that way. It's actually just funny, like, just to see that. Because, yeah, there are those Gundams, especially ones that transform into flyer modes, that just, for some reason, really, really love their knee blades. I'm trying. And always, always be careful when you're working with translucent plastic. It will break on you pretty easy if you force it in a direction it doesn't want to go. So, like, taking it apart just now, you just really want to be careful. There it goes. See, that one clicked. That one wanted to be a part of the Gundam again. Alright, and I'm not going to worry about these. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring in her rival and her sensei. Lady Kawaguchi's Kurenai Musha. Yay. Oh, jeez. This has gone on forever. Transforming Gundams always take a while to review, guys. I just hope you enjoy watching me fumble with it and, well, basically learning some things if you haven't learned them before. Though I never thought about it. This has all kinds of pegs down the leg. I wonder if I could just... Oh, yeah, that might look good on the ankle. Hold on. I may have just improved my overall Gundam performance here. It's going to be 3 times faster. Watch. That's just a bad joke. Okay. Actually, that's much better. I'm going to leave it like that from now on instead of the side skirts. Alright, guys. That's it for the review of the Star Winning Gundam. If you don't have this, go get it. It's fun. If you don't like Musha SDs, this is not a Musha SD. This is definitely totally different. The stickers are a nightmare. Deal with it unless you're really, really prepared to paint that much metallic green on everything. Not to mention yellow over white. Just do the stickers. Just do the stickers. Alright, guys. Catch all the other Build Fighters reviews. There's not many right now, but there will be. There will be. I hope you guys have a great day doing whatever you're doing. We're gaining more subscribers every day. Or, well, we're gaining more subscriber every day. We're at 101. Yay! 101. Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Remember to always keep on building.